Welcome to spring.
Yeah, it's about time. It's like 90 degrees out here in New York, Maine. It went from winter to summer.
It did. It's going to go back to spring. It's just kind of that weird thing that happened here in New England. But yeah, we jumped real quick into springtime. Springtime is the birth of new, right? Isn't that what they refer to it as?
Sure.
Something like that. Yeah. And one of the things that includes is updates.
I see where you're going here. Updates.
Tech updates. Google is very good at launching a lot of updates, especially when it comes to education.
All the time.
Right before school starts. And then, hey, by the way, before school's going to end, we're going to send a bunch of updates so you can get used to it over the summer. I don't know if that's their plan, but that's just kind of what it seems.
They just update, yeah.
They update when they want.
Yeah, pretty much. It's quarter three.
So the new face of Gmail. Google has decided to change the look or at least give us the ability to look at what they want to see out of the new Gmail. I like it. I think it's cool.
I do too.
We're going to put out a video on the admin side where you need to go to turn this on so people can see it.
Right.
We here in the New York School District have turned it on for all the staff, so they'll be able to go in and take a look at this. If you are outside of the New York School District viewing this video, talk to your tech team, send them out the other video I'm going to do on where to go to make that change in the admin console and be good to go.
Yeah, sounds good.
Right.
So let's take a look at the new Gmail.
So I've already checked it out on this account that I'm doing, this test account I have. So when you click on this, you're going to get this little pop-up window that says welcome, and then it'll ask you what your view is like. I'll show you that in a second. But in order to swap over, I'm in my classic Gmail here. I'm going to click my gear, and right on the top, try the New York School Department email. We're in New York School, so it says York School. If you're outside of the York, then it'll say your school. So I'm going to click on that, and voila, we're getting the loading Gmail, and it's going to be a pretty new Gmail look.
Very different looking, actually. I like it.
Very different looking. So again, when you first go into it, it's going to ask you how you want to look at it. That's known as display density. If you click on display density, this is exactly what you will see on that first window. Right. So you choose either the view that I have right now, which is default, comfortable, which is probably what a lot of people had
in the classic,
with the classic,
in the
current version, or compact, which is that real scrunched down version of it.
You get a lot of emails.
I like default, and we're going to go through that a little bit. You can see what I liked about default is I can actually see my attachments here, what they're called. Just click on that, open up that attachment, and you can see I've got a picture of, we got the whole PDF of one of the proposals we're going to have to do some training this summer.
Hello.
So we'll start from left to right. You can see I got a new compose button, which is pretty looking. Colorful. At the top where Gmail is, you used to have a little caret drop down where you can get to contact and tasks. Right? They don't exist in this view anymore. If you want to get to your contacts, you have to go to the waffles and click contacts. Right. It's a whole
all separated now.
Breakout section.
Through all your Google stuff now, not just Gmail.
Yep.
Got it.
So you have a lot of contacts.
I do. Like thousands.
I don't have many contacts.
I'm sorry.
So I don't use it very often. I usually get an email from somebody, just keep replying and leave it in the autofill.
That sounds about right.
Main menu is basically shrinking the main menu, bringing it forward. You can see I have pause inbox here. This is a feature of Boomerang, which is another app that we'll go over in another video.
Yeah, because it's separate from Google itself. It's a third-party extension.
You can see here I've got my list of labels. I can scroll up and down this, click more to see what other labels I have. On my other current version, I could not scroll without hitting more
on a Chromebook.
On a Chromebook, because I've got a Pixelbook. So
that's true.
That's really nice that they've fixed that so that you can do that without.
That is nice.
We've got our chat still here. This person doesn't have any chats because it's a brand new test account. Main body of email. Couple things you'll notice here. One, I've got this one that says snoozed 1 hour ago.
Oh, snoozed.
Snoozed.
Is that like hitting the snooze button on my alarm clock?
It's like hitting the snooze button on your alarm clock. I can go in here and there's this little clock guy.
Hey-o. Snooze it up.
I'll click snooze. And I'm going to say I want to snooze it to later today, tomorrow. I'm just going to pick a time and date.
Can you say never?
That's called delete.
Oh, right.
I'm going to just snooze it to noontime today because it's not noontime yet.
No. So you just snooze that for 27 minutes.
And it's gone.
So you can take things out, put it on the back burner, but it reminds you later.
Yep. Awesome. So if you have
like Boomerang,
it is a feature of Boomerang that is now built in. I can see what I have for snoozed items. I can go to snoozed here in my column because it is a label. So it's snoozed, and you can see what time it's snoozed until.
Got it.
You can archive it from here. You can mark it as read. You can also drag it into your inbox so that it's no longer snoozed. It's in my inbox.
Got it.
Okay.
Okay.
You can delete items right from here, mark as read. You used to have to, click on the item and then do the mark as read here. It's all right there.
Cool.
You've got this new little sidebar over here.
That's what I like the best about this new face.
This is pretty great. Calendar. These are add-ons.
Right.
These are Gmail add-ons. They announced that we're going to start doing add-ons for Gmail. It's out there now.
And these 3 come default.
These are default ones. Yep. Right. First one is calendar, where you get your calendar view. You'll see yours, whatever calendar you subscribe to, all that. This one has one reminder to film because we started filming this morning.
Right.
And now we're good to go filming.
And you can add right here. Quick add.
Yep. Quick add. One single click. Don't have to double click it. Quick add. I can do another one today.
I like that without ever having to go over to your calendar.
Yep. I can add my guests right from here.
That's great.
And say, boop, okay, I've got an awesome quick one. If I want to change anything in here, add locations, things like that, I could just say edit in calendar. It will take everything you have right there. But I'm going to save that guy, send myself an alert. So I've got an alert that I'm going to test at 12:30.
Perfect.
Keep is the next one.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. You see, I've got a keep note here. If there's something else you want to type, you can just click add a note. I can actually drag a conversation. Oh, it doesn't grab. I thought it did. So if I'm in an email, which is good, is this stays up. So if I'm in this email, this still stays up, and I want to take notes on this email, I can come in here and say, I'm already in it.
And it links it.
It'll link it back to there.
Yeah, there you go. I like that. Oh, that's handy because then the nice thing about Keep is it works across Google Docs. You can have it on your phone to help you remind it. So there's lots of cool features now having that built in with Gmail.
So we can go into Google Docs. I could just drag this into Google Docs. I can click on that. And it is
take you back to the email, right? Which you're already in, so that's why you didn't see much.
Nope. I'll show that. Boop. No, let's just read this email. Click on that. It brought me into that email.
Perfect.
And tasks.
Ooh, they're bringing it back.
Bringing it back. I just minimized it for some reason. They have reminders in calendar. Which is just a little thing that tied to a specific time. Tasks don't have to be tied to a time, but they can be.
Right.
If you want to just do a new task, you just click in here and you just start typing. And I've got my list of tasks. What's cool about tasks is you can add subtasks to it. So I can sit here and say, I've got this one task that I need to configure computers. And then all the subtasks there can be everything I need to install on that.
Got it.
That's from a tech guy standpoint.
Right. So then you could just go down through and check them off as you do it.
Yep. Install Chrome. Right. Go back and I can see I've got my test task, and I've got all my subtasks underneath there.
Perfect.
Which I think is a really cool and handy feature.
I like that a lot.
Cool.
Save me all kinds of time.
So this is the new face of Gmail. This is where we're going with it.
I'm spring cleaning my inbox then.
Yeah, me too, because mine is bad. This one not so bad. I'll just keep flying with everything we have here. So like I said, keep an eye out for the admin video that we'll have on that. I'll film a quick one just to say this is where you need to go. And that should help everyone out.
Awesome.
All right.
Perfect. See you later.
See ya.